I should bring on Jimmy J. Come on, people. Louder, louder, louder. Louder. Louder, louder. Keep it going, keep it going. Say it together, keep it going.
Hi, I'm from Hull, which is up north, and even though I've been living in London for like 20 years, there's still a few northern habits I can't quite shake off. Like, I still find it a bit funny about not using a pint glass when I'm in a fight. No, I've still got an accent, right, but it's kind of mellowed a little bit, but when I go back home up to Hull, I still found the true Hull accent quite harsh. So I was there a few years ago, right, this is before I was married, and I was in this pub, and there was this absolutely beautiful girl at the bar, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to try my best chat plan. So I walked up to her and went, hi, you're right. And she just looked at me and went, yeah, mate, I'm so fella, I'm proper buzzing. And that's the story of how I met my wife. Actually, you know what? It's good being out, right? I was actually in a place just like this a week, right? And I went to my first ever silent disco. I fucking loved it. I just went in the corner and just lost myself in a good audiobook. You know what I mean? It's fucking brilliant. Before I started doing this, I was actually in a band for like 10 years, and you know, all around England and everywhere, and played the bass. And people often ask me, like, what's the difference, right, between a bass guitar, yeah, and a normal, like, you know, real guitar? Well, I said, well, from my experience, right, the bass player, he gets the groove going, yeah, whereas the guitarist gets laid, you know. It's subtle. Sorry. One sec. Oh, you know what? I keep going to bed late, and you know what it is? It's YouTube, right? It's the fucking algorithms. They've got me pegged. You know, like 2 o'clock in the morning. It's like, look, this is a long shot, yeah. But do you fancy watching somebody make a guitar out of cheese? Like, yes. How could you possibly know that? Yes. Also, I'm a bit tired because I've got a couple of young kids, and most mornings I'm woken up by this sound. Whoosh. Do you know that, Toby? That's the sound of 42,000 Lego bricks being tipped out at once, right? And before I had kids, I heard the artist Grayson Perry once say, the sound of a child's hand, yeah, rummaging through Lego is like the sound of creativity itself. Which made it sound quite beautiful, right? But at 6 o'clock on a Sunday morning when you've got a raging hangover, the only thing my son's building is a very convincing case for adoption. That's all I'm getting at. Actually, my son's got all these allergies. He likes nuts, dairy, chickpeas. Right? And it makes going out quite difficult. For example, you know, going to the park, that should be a fun family day out. But where I live in North London, the park is like a minefield of middle-class picnics. You know, like, most parents have to worry about dangerous dogs being let off the lead. I have to protect my son from a quiche. You know what I mean? And there's been quite a lot of muggings in my area recently, and I had to say to my son the other day, right, if you ever go out and anybody approaches you with a knife, no matter how long it looks, yeah, how sharp it is, always check it for hummus, because you never know, do you? Actually, I'm going to be 42 next week, and wow. Oh, all my friends are here, this is great. No, but you know what, I feel like my body's changing a bit. Like, for example, my bladder's kind of got dual functionality now. Because not only does it store urine, it also acts as the world's most reliable alarm clock ever created by nature. Like, most mornings I'm walking up the same down there. Do I get up at 5 in the morning and seize the day, or piss the bed? You know, it's one of the two, innit? I've also got bow legs. It's not really a thing, to be honest. It just means I can't wear skinny jeans because it looks like I've got a severe case of rickets, you know. Right, and I didn't even know I had them until I went to university. My mate was like, you know, you kind of walk a bit funny. I was like, what do you mean? He goes, you know, because I saw you the other day, right? You got your back to me. You was about 100 yards away. But it kind of looked like you was riding to Tesco's on a tiny invisible horse. You know what I mean? Just yeah, fucking hell, you didn't act it out, mate. It's fucking... Actually, I'm actually married, and my wife's not actually from Hull. She's from Slovakia, which is in Eastern Europe, right? Yeah, thanks. And... This is going to sound like a tag cliche, yeah? But she's literally one of the most hardworking people I've ever met in my life. It never stops. Always doing jobs around the house. And the other day I had to say to her, look, let's take a 5-minute break, yeah? You can finish the loft conversion in the morning, all right? No, but you know what though? She actually saw me do that joke a couple of weeks ago, and she didn't like it. I was in the doghouse for a week, which is ironic because she built that as well. Oh!